Hello, everybody, and welcome to NHL Helmet Racers versus NFL Helmet Racers 3. And if you guys haven't seen the previous two, I highly recommend you watch those two before you watch this one. Alright, let's start! Alright, guys, to start things off, we have the New York Jets versus the Philadelphia Flyers. And the winner is going to be the New York Jets. Next up is the Montreal Canadiens versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's the Kansas City Chiefs will take the win. Next up is the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Cleveland Browns. And the winner is going to be... Ooh, what a race. Ooh, that is really close. But the Cleveland Browns came back from behind and takes the win. Next up is the Florida Panthers versus the Oakland Raiders. And the winner is going to be the Oakland Raiders. Next up is the New York Rangers versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the winner is going to be the New York Rangers. Next up is the Miami Dolphins versus the Washington Capitals. The winner is going to be the Miami Dolphins. Next up is the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. The battle of the Ohio teams. The winner is going to be the Columbus Blue Jackets while the Cincinnati Bengals are stopped over there. That's going to cost them. The Blue Jackets takes the win. Next up is the Denver Broncos versus the Ottawa Senators. The winner is going to be... Ooh, both went all the way down the stairs. But the Ottawa Senators takes the win. Next up is the Nashville Predators versus the Atlanta Falcons. The winner is going to be the Nashville Predators. Next up is the Dallas Cowboys versus the St. Louis Blues. The winner is going to be... Ooh, St. Louis Blues came back. And they take the win. St. Louis Blues wins it. And he will take the win. Next up is the Seattle Seahawks versus the Chicago Blackhawks. And the winner is going to be the Seattle Seahawks. Next up is the Carolina Panthers versus the Calgary Flames. The winner is going to be the Calgary Flames. Next up is the Arizona Cardinals versus the Vancouver Canucks. And what a race that was. Ooh, that is really close. But just barely, the Arizona Cardinals takes the win. Next up is the New York Giants versus the San Jose Sharks. And the winner is going to be the New York Giants. Next up is the Anaheim Ducks versus the Philadelphia Flyers. And the winner is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles. And the final match of round one is going to be the New Orleans Saints versus the Dallas Stars. The winner is going to be... Ooh! It was a pretty tough race. But the Dallas Stars takes the win. Alright, guys. Here we are with round two. We're going to kick these off with the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. And here they go. The winner is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. Next up is the Next up is the Cleveland Browns versus the Oakland Raiders. And the Cleveland Browns takes the win. Next up is the New York Rangers versus the Miami Dolphins. And the winner is going to be the New York Rangers. Next up is the Columbus Blue Jackets versus the Ottawa Senators. Ooh, and what an intense race. But the Ottawa Senators takes the win. Next up is the Nashville Predators versus the St. Louis Blues. And ooh, what an intense race. Ooh, that was really close. I'm gonna do that again. Because that is pretty close. Alright, here goes the tiebreaker. Ooh, and the St. Louis Blues win. Next up is the Seattle Seahawks versus the Calgary Flames. And the winner is going to be the Seattle Seahawks. Next up is the Arizona Cardinals versus the New York Giants. And the winner is going to be the Giants. And the final match of round 2 is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Stars. And the winner is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles. So far we have 5 NFL teams and 3 NHL teams. And so we're going to kick things off with Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. Here they go. The winner is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. Next up is the St. Louis Blues versus Seattle Seahawks. The winner is going to be the St. Louis Blues. And the final match before the Final Four is the New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The winner is going to be the New York Giants. Here we are with the Final Four. And so we're going to kick these off with the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Rangers. Here they go. The winner is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. Who will meet Kansas City Chiefs in the finals? Will it be the St. Louis Blues or the New York Giants? And the winner is going to be the St. Louis Blues. Alright guys, here we are with the finals. For the NFL, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. And for the NHL, we have the St. Louis Blues. Alright, here we go. Let's see who wins this. The winner of NHL Helmet Racers versus NFL Helmet Racers is going to be St. Louis Blues, but it is 1-0 St. Louis. Okay, so it's 1-0 St. Louis Blues. Ooh! Close one. And Kansas City ties it up. Alright, so it's 1-1. Who will win this one? Ooh, that is really close. But as you can tell, the St. Louis Blues won that one. So it is 2-1 for St. Louis Blues. Alright. If St. Louis Blues win this one, then they win the whole thing. Let's see if they do. And they did. Well, actually, one more win, and they win this whole thing. So yeah, it's 3-1. Yep, they did win. St. Louis Blues wins it. Yep. So the St. Louis Blues have won it. And they also won the 2019 Stanley Cup Championship. So, yeah. Kansas City Chiefs. And guys, I'm sorry to say this, but NFL Helmet Racers has came to an end. And the main reason why NFL Helmet Racers is becoming canceled because a Patriots football has been missing. So yeah, and I think someone probably stole it when I had a Super Bowl party. So that person who stole it, I hope you think it's worth it. And so yeah, perhaps I could go to a store and get new helmets. Hopefully. So yeah, this is probably or maybe the end of NFL Helmet Racers, but I'll give you guys some update for it. I promise. Anyways, that wraps up NHL Helmet Racers versus NFL Helmet Racers. So congratulations to the St. Louis Blues, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys next time. Bye.